Hi, it's Jonathan from Buildawebs, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how you can add table of contents to pages and posts. Here's a good example of one here where it's a table of contents where you can click on here and it will take you down to the relevant section. You've also got a sidebar which I'll show you how to add in this video, where you could go, for example, back up to the top and use it how you like. You might be thinking, why do you need something like this? Well, if you've got long content, the reader might not be wanting to read the whole thing, but there might be sections which you can keep on the page for. If you look at Wikipedia, for example, where it has a lot of content, you can use something very similar to what I'm going to show you, where you can click on it and it'll take you to the relevant section, and then you can go back and go on to another one. This does the same sort of thing. I also like the feature on the sidebar. When you scroll down, it highlights where you are in the article and sort of tracks on its way. But yeah, I'll show you all of this in the video next. The first step in creating a table of contents is downloading a plugin. So if you go into your WordPress dashboard and then you go to plugins, then you click add new, and then search for Easy Table of Contents. You'll then see the plugin here. You can click install now, and then choose activate. You can then find the plugin here. If you click settings, it'll take you into the settings. You can also go to the side here, choose table of contents. In here there's all sorts of ways you can change the table of contents, but if you see here, if you tick posts and pages, you can manually add them in, but if you tick posts and pages here, it'll automatically insert them on every post and page. You've then got the ability to choose if you want to position the table of contents before the first heading. So if we have a look over here, it would slot itself in there, or after the first heading, so it would just be just below that. And then you've got the top and the bottom. You've also got the ability to choose how many headings until it becomes present and shows on the screen. It's got set as 4, but you can change it. And then you can choose whether you want it to have a title or not. So the title would be contents if you leave it as it is, but you can change it to whatever you feel. There's also toggle view, so you can let the user have the ability to hide it, show it. And then you've got initial view, so you could hide it initially and then it could be opened. You've got show hierarchy, so if you've got different types of headings, if you untick that, it'll just show them all as one big list, but as it sounds, it'll show a hierarchy of, say, heading 2 and then heading 3 underneath it, but I'll show you all this in a little bit. And then you can change all sorts of different settings in here. Different colours, fonts, all sorts of things. Let's save the changes and let's have a look at it. Let's hit refresh. So there it is. And then you can click on one of them and it'll take you down to the relevant section. Click on any of them, it'll take you through. So, there'll be a table of contents available automatically on every page and post. If you don't want this to be the case in some pages or posts, you don't want that to show, You can click on Edit Post or Edit Page, depending whether you're on a post or a page. And then you can scroll down to the bottom and you can choose the option to disable the automatic insertion of the table of contents, and then click Update. And then if you go back in and hit refresh, it'll disappear. You can also decide if you don't want to show a particular heading in the table of contents, you can take that out as well. So if you go on Edit Post, and this works the same for pages as well. So say for example we didn't want to show this second heading, we can copy it and go down to the bottom where it says exclude headings and paste it in there and choose Update. And then when you go back on the page and you refresh, you won't see anything because I've disabled it. So let's go back in. So let's just untick that and then choose Update and go back to the page and refresh. See how the second heading is missing from the list because we decided to not include it. You can add that back in by going back into the Edit Post, scrolling down, and then taking it off and choosing Update. Going back to the page, hit refresh, and see, it then appears. Now let's cover how to add a table of contents into a sidebar. So to do that, go into your WordPress dashboard and go to Appearance and then go to Widgets. We'll put it on the main sidebar, but we're only going to put the table of contents on there for now. So if you click in this first box and then scroll down, and then when it says Meta, hit the Shift key and then choose Remove Blocks. So let's add in the table of contents. Click on the plus there and then start typing table and choose table of contents. And then hit Update. And then when we go into here, we hit refresh, there it appears. You can then click on any of them and it'll take you to that section. But one thing that would be quite smart would be if that would fix to the side. So if you're further down the page, you have that option. You can do that in the Blocksy theme, which I'm using here, by going to Customize and then Sidebar and then Sticky Sidebar and then hit Publish. It's now published, so X back out, and then when you scroll down it sticks, so no matter where you are on the page it'll show, but it also highlights as you go down so you can see where you are, which I think is quite a cool feature. If you're not using the Blocksy theme and you want to be able to fix it still, there's also a plugin which you can use to do it. So let's change it back. So let's get rid of the sidebar, sticky sidebar. Just hit publish again, and then just X out. And then let's go to the WordPress dashboard and go to plugins, then add new. And let's search for Fixed Widgets. There it is. Click install now. And then choose activate. And now let's go into Appearance, then Widgets. and then click on Table of Contents on the main sidebar, and then choose Fixed Widget, and then click Update. Let's hit refresh. So here, you should be able to scroll down and it'll fix. And then it moves through the different options as you go. So now you should be able to see on blog posts and pages how you can use the table of contents to navigate around by clicking on the links. And you've also got the option on the sidebar to use it on there. You can also use it on pages where you can click through and navigate through. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the comments. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I'm Jonathan from Buildawebs, and thank you for watching the video.